We started out in 1960 with only one thing in mind, and that's to make the best sweater in the world. We know to be competitive in the market, we can't do it with braces. We can do it only with research, development, ingenuity.
Bernie is extremely inspiring. He was born in Germany. He came over here to Winona. He loved it and decided to start a business. He was 19 years old when he started the company. And I can't think of too many 19-year-old people that are ready to start their own business at the age of 19 and do it in a country that he was not familiar with.
My background is I started as a tool and die maker for a company that makes knitting machines. And almost all of our knitting machines here are from Stoll Knitting Machine Company in Germany. And that was my start in the industry. That was 1952. A long time ago.
Winona is a rich valley for entrepreneurialism. There just aren't a lot of communities like that, and I think he was inspired and knew that he was comfortable with hiring people in this area. He had to teach everybody.
I started back here in 1977 just looking for a job, and Bernie decided to take a chance on me. I didn't even know what knitting was. I didn't even know how to make a stitch. Bernie showed me all that. He has so much patience when he's teaching, and he has so much knowledge. It's a joy just working with him, because there was times I remember I just wasn't quite getting a stitch, how to do it. And him and I would sit down, we would do it on paper, then we'd go to the machine, go back to paper. He was just so patient of showing me how to do it that finally it clicked. Bernie's drive is perfection. And he has got everybody at Knitcraft all the way down to our janitorial service. Perfection. It's got to be perfect.
One thing comes in mind, that every shirt collar and every shirt either rolls up or rolls down. And a number of years ago, we decided that we can be different. We can make a shirt collar that will never roll up and it won't roll down, no matter how often you wear that shirt. And so the first time in many, many years of producing knit shirts, like 100 years, we managed to have a shirt collar that's always pristine and always perfect.
If you come to Knitcraft and you go through the factory, you are going to find Bernie somewhere. You're going to find him in design, you're going to find him in knitting, you're going to find him on the floor looking at how something was put together, talking with the people on the floor that are making the product. I think we all describe Bernie as somebody who is probably first a teacher, passionate about the perfection, especially of knitting, but he's that way in his whole life. It doesn't matter if he's working on old cars or he's working in the knitting room, talking about design. It's always that passion that drives that perfection, that we have to be the best. It has to be the best.
It was very interesting to do how to do perfection with him. I mean, because a stitch is a stitch is a stitch. No, it's not. You have a perfect stitch and you have okay stitch. We want the perfect stitch every single time. We want the garment looking perfect. Everything is perfect. That's what makes him.
I've learned that if I want to learn something from someone, I need to go to the best in the business. I designed a lot of clothes that were low price retail and stuff. So to get an opportunity to work for the highest quality manufacturer of knitwear, I was all in.
What makes the best? First, you start out with the best raw materials. In addition to that, you got to have the best workmanship. In order to get the best workmanship, you have to get the best people. And we have the best people in the Midwest of the United States. There's nobody more dedicated and hardworking than the American Midwest. Something we are very proud of. Our company could not have been as successful anywhere in the world as we are right here in Winona, Minnesota.
That's who he's proud of. He's proud of the people that he works with, that are making the garments.
I love our people. It's a collection of the greatest people on the face of the earth. Why? Because that's the company. There's no company without the people. There's no company without the dedication of every single co-worker. You can have 100 people do a good job, and if one person doesn't do a good job, it negates the good work of 100. So everybody in this company needs to be as proud of the product as I am. And I think that's another part of our success.